a new effort by President Trump to boost his campaign using a familiar tactic. The president yesterday helped resurrect a false conspiracy theory he used to challenge Barack Obama's right to be president, this time to attack Kamala Harris.
I just heard that. I heard it today that she doesn't meet the requirements.
Instead of stopping the racist attack against Senator Kamala Harris, the president amplified it when asked if he thought she was eligible to run for vice president.
I would have assumed the Democrats would have checked that out before she gets chosen to run for vice president.
Harris's parents immigrated from Jamaica and India. She was born in Oakland, California. And any person born in the United States is an American citizen. So there's no doubt about Harris's eligibility. The attack mirrors the racist accusations Mr. Trump once made against former President Barack Obama. Earlier in the day, the president had leveled a sexist attack on the senator.
Now you have a sort of a mad woman, I call her, because she was so angry and such hatred with Justice Kavanaugh.
Would that take him, like, 48 hours? 24 hours to instantly revert back to the racist birtherism playbook that brought him to political prominence when Obama was president? Or the other sexist attack, did that take him 24 hours? God, I'm in awe, not just of the racism. I'm actually not in awe of that. That's what we expect from the Trump campaign. To be racist, bigoted, sexist, just at the drop of a hat. It's like nothing to them. But I'm in awe of the laziness of the strategy of the Trump campaign. One, the whole thing with Biden being beholden and captive of the far left. So lazy. I broke that down in the video yesterday. Oh, the far left socialism, they're going to raise your taxes. It doesn't pass the smell test. Everybody knows, unless you're a hardcore right-winger who you're already on the Trump train already, that Biden is at best a centrist Democrat. No one buys that. No one buys it. But still, that's what they're trotting out because they can't make their own case that the country's doing well right now, obviously. So that's what they go back to. But like, you could hit him on the crime bill. You could hit him on the Iraq war. You could hit him on being beholden to credit card companies for his entire career over and over, making it harder for regular people to file for bankruptcy. I mean, there's a lot there for Biden, certainly. But they go back to socialism. Blech. So, and then the immediate recycling of racism and birtherism when it comes to Kamala Harris. It wasn't even a thought. That's just all he went to, okay? Like, we knew she was the front runner for the VP pick for months now. Could have crafted a strategy, but no. There's a lot of people that are just dumb on the campaign and also phoning it in because it's looking so bad right now. So if you watch the fuller press conference, Trump does talk about how he got the idea that she was born somewhere else or ineligible for the presidency from an article. And the reporters are like, okay, I mean, that's not true. But this was what he was attempting to cite, which, by the way, is false. Harris this week was named as Democratic candidate Joe Biden's running mate for the 2020 election, the first woman of color on a major party ticket. She was born in Oakland, California, and is eligible for both the vice presidency and presidency under the U.S. Constitution. John Eastman, a conservative lawyer, wrote an op-ed in Newsweek arguing that the Constitution does not grant birthright citizenship and challenging Harris's eligibility based on her parents' immigration status. The 14th Amendment states, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Christopher Kelly, a political science professor at Miami University in Ohio, told the Associated Press, no, there's no question about it. It's been recognized since the people drafted it back in the 39th Congress that the 14th Amendment would cover people not just born to American citizens, but born on American soil. Harris's father was born in Jamaica and mother born in India. Under the Constitution, anyone born in the U.S. automatically acquires citizenship, irrespective of their parents' immigration status. Firstly, this is never applied to Republicans. White Republicans, specifically Ted Cruz, was not born in the United States. Doesn't matter, he could be president, it's fine. Although Trump did bring that up in the primary. Not well, I might add, because, again, he only thinks of this when it's black or brown people. That's it. That's the only way he applies this standard. And secondly, This is a part of the overall racism with which they deal with the 14th Amendment. We've seen it with their obsession with anchor babies, which is not a real... I mean, there are instances of it, but it's not an immediate problem where parents who don't have documentation give birth to kids in the United States so they stay here, whatever. God forbid that immigrants come to the United States to create a better life for themselves. So they're always trying to rewrite the Constitution. The strict constructionist textualists, the people who say, oh, we're just going to go by the letter of the Constitution, the letter of the law, they're always trying to twist it to fit their racism, their pre-existing racism. That's the opposite of textualism. That's just working backwards from your bigoted conclusion. And we're already seeing this is what the Trump campaign is going to go with. When you can't make your case on the economy that's in free fall, when the pandemic has killed nearly 170,000 Americans, that is documented, it could be higher, 30 plus million Americans unemployed. Yep, that's the only case you can make. Just go back to racism. It might work with the base, but I don't think this is 2016, and I don't think it has the same effect.